welcome back on the second part of this quick overview about how can we leverage on NLP. So as a PO of a back office, I was wondering how can I leverage on an FAQ that are stored into a JSON, a static JSON, and turn it as a chatbot, because I need to answer a lot of email, and I was wondering if it was interesting to get things done by a chatbot, which is a good idea. And I find several resources, especially the first one that was made by Python engineer, very good one. And then I find a second one on Medium. The guy is using TensorFlow. And the last one is from, I think it's from Pytorch. And this was the most advanced, it's a more advanced chatbot. But I will present you the very first one because it's easy to present it through a video, which is a quick one. So just to remember, all the code is available on my GitHub account. Okay, you can find it here. Yeah, and you have, so we will work on this file. Okay, so I have my editor open. We will go there. Okay, and then the idea is to, well, I have my, I've leveraged on the FAQ that I have and translated into English because there's different language that I'm handling, and then I've leveraged on the Python engineer web file. So I've made some questions and I've made some answer. So we're gonna train our chatbot based on this FAQ. Unfortunately, this FAQ, I did not change so much thing. It's just make a quick cut and paste. So I'm going to delete this one because that would be the result of the training. And the first is the training things. So he's gonna leverage on this JSON and create a PTH, okay, which will be the source of information. And you have also the chatbot. So first, we're going to launch this one. So I'm just going to check, where am I? I'm at the good. No, I'm not at the right place. So I'm going back, and that will be this one. So let's do it. And this one, what is fun is that you can really leverage on this tutorial and on the thing that has been made by the guy of Python engineer, because it's very easy and it does not require much space disk. Okay, so I'm going to train it. So it's going to launch the iteration and the learning process, and it's going to go through all the stuff, and as you can see, it's learning, and it's going to generate this file, which is a new one. You cannot open it. I can try if you want, but you cannot open it. Okay, and then I will launch the chat directly. Okay, so I will chill a little bit because I was wondering if it was able to really understand. So I'm launching the chat right now. So I think I name it Barak. Hello. Yeah, I name it Barak. Hi there, how can I help? So for instance, I'm gonna go through a question and I say, okay, that was one of the question of my CMS FAQ. Are there video tutorial? Yes, you have video in French and in English. I saw a bug. You have this kind of stuff. Yes, for bug, send us an email, etc., etc. And for instance, more front-end questions. You see, yeah, your name is now applicable, etc., etc. So if you make any questions which is not really precise, it will say something. No way. And it will say no comprendo. I had this one at the very end, which is this one. No comprendo. I do not understand. So you see, it's a very shrink code, very understandable. And if I quit exit, it will not. I think it's quit. Yeah, that's quit. Okay, so we are done. And I mean, that's a POC. That's really a kind of proof of concept where you can find that it's possible to think about using to think about using a chatbot, even though the performance and the understanding of complex conversation is not so okay. But still, that's a good way to start with. This one, I think that the seventh one, is asking for much more training first. And also, the guy is using at the very first time the Canada FAQ, and the second one I'm leveraging on Amazon English FAQ. So, for instance, let's train it, and it thinks it's 100. So let's go back in our. Yeah, I'm going back, and that will be. Well, I don't like typing, so I would go directly to these. Yeah, okay, here we go. So I'm gonna launch this one, and I'm gonna type for the very first time. Okay, and then it's gonna launch the training process. And if you go through the training, I think it's 100. Okay, it's all go there, and I call it no. You know, I call it no, and it's gonna browse through FAQ. Yeah, here we go. Amazon English FAQ. Okay, and then you have to download all this NLT key package to make it work, and then disable it, and then it calls all these libraries. Okay, and I've changed it. I've changed it because there was some mistakes. So I've changed the one of the function inside. Okay. And you can find very good explanation. So I'm going to stop the video until the iteration is done, and we will come back at 100 to see if it's working. Okay? See you then.